Before we get started, let's go. Start shifting the air. One way, another way. And let's go and get this started. Go this reading going. Everybody wants to belong in some way. Who keeps their door open for you? Who do you open your door towards? Who wants to come in and yet can't? Where do you want to go and yet you don't know yet how? Someone who not just has the door open, but has the means, the support, the comprehension, and the ability to maintain a connection, maintain a household, maintain a relationship. And what sort of quality are they able to go and maintain it is? Some people have pure squalor, and yet they think that is they're offering a palace. Some people are essentially bums, and yet, the drugs are so good, and the politeness of keeping your mouth shut, they mistake that for something else that is. And while they know that they'll never have a chance, you still can't help but hang on and hope. That's the energy that I have here. I want to get some water before I finish going into this message. 1 second. All right. But it still doesn't go and stop them from dreaming, from hoping, from looking into directions of where they'd like to go, what they'd like to have happen. Even though how stable, how capable are they to actually forget about even achieving it, maintaining it. And yet, as long as they can go and have a smidgen of hope, that's all they need to go and hang on and to keep on pushing for something that they can't have. Let's go and find out more. I'm going to fold these cards back. And learn more. So I have Hangman and I have the Fool. Which is the right way to go? What's the right step to go forward? Someone is wondering, they're wondering how can they create a new start towards something that's always been out of their reach, first of all, because they don't have the capacity to go and get it. And so they wait. They wait and they watch and they look for the opportunity. Hangman and this energy is all about the opportunity. Are we dealing with a Pisces? Well, we're dealing with somebody who spends more time dreaming than putting in action. In their dreams, they are the masters. In their dreams, they are the lead actors, the lead actresses. They are the main star of the show. They are dynamic. They are charming. And anything that they dream up in their head, if they close their eyes, perhaps if they take the right, what should we call them? Just call them what they are, the right drugs. Anything and everything can be imagined for these people that are detached from the reality, from the real reality, also detached from seeing how other people regard them, let alone you. Hello, Dylan. How are you? Hello, S1. Where I am, it's the morning. Good morning. Let's go and find out more about this Hangman energy. I'm glad you're doing well, Dylan and Courtney. I am doing well. Where I am, as I said, it's in the morning. It's also spring. It was raining yesterday. Today, it's not supposed to rain. It's supposed to clear up. I'm going to go out somewhere in about an hour or so and do a few errands. What are you up to today, Dylan and Courtney? Is it the morning where you are too? Is your day beginning or ending? I live in the U.S. in the Northeast. What about you? Where do you live? Well, it looks like it's a beautiful day today. And it's a warm day, too. Of course, it's only going to be in the 50s or 60s where I am, but for me, that's warm. Mississippi. Oh, wow, it's really early for you. You're in Central Time, right? Well, not really early, but early enough, 6 a.m., right? Or 7 a.m. I heard Mississippi is beautiful. I haven't been to Mississippi, but I have looked around in the area a couple times for some work. Hasn't quite worked out, but I have heard Mississippi is very, very beautiful. Especially if you can get out a little bit into the country areas, the rural areas. I thought it was really just beautiful land. Dylan, if there's any sort of landmarks you would recommend me checking out, I love the outdoors. Recommend me some landmarks of Mississippi and let me go and check them out virtually. You know, I really think the country part is really the only part of any state to be in. The cities are just too nasty, too crowded. I mean, everywhere is overpriced at this point. But the cities are essentially, you know, the quality of life, right? It's one thing doing what you have to do, but at least be able to step outside and see a beautiful sky, see a beautiful, beautiful view. Smell fresher air. You know, I'd rather see rocks and trees than see concrete and gutters. Concrete and the fading facade of buildings that aren't maintained as well as they should be. All right, so I have Hanged Man. I have somebody who lives in their head, and in their head, they are a dynamic individual. Let's find out more. I have Early, Jealous, and Wealthy. I have somebody who has a lot of watery earth in them. This person is someone who is slow to move, not very... Oh, they definitely are slow to move. Let's go and leave it like that. Early, Jealous, Wealthy. I have somebody as well who, well, they compare their early start in life to everyone else. Does it really matter you? I think that's something that they do with everyone. Everyone they go and they look at and say, well, if I had this opportunity or that opportunity, things could have been different for me. I think in this energy as well, somebody can even look at children and teenagers and go, well, gee, if I had blah, 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 I'd be blah, blah, blah. There really is no limit to whose early background they covet, no matter how old or how young. They perceive very clearly the gifts of others. And they do think that if they were treated differently in their early years, had different opportunities in their early years, things would be different for them. So Shiloh Road, I will check that out. I mean, I don't know quite yet what my year is going to entail, but I do know I do want to check out parts of the South. And I do want to check out Mississippi. I will. I definitely will check that out. So with this Hanged Man, in Brandon, Mississippi. I will definitely, Dylan, Courtney, put Brandon, Mississippi on my list to check out. Because there's nothing I love more than the outdoors, and nothing I love more, I'm just going to say, than the woods. Whether the woods or the fields. Well, I don't like the beach, I can tell you that. I don't like sand. I'm not a fan of sand. Sand, the beach, the ocean, I'm kind of but I love places inland. I like rivers over oceans. I love trees. Give me a lot of trees, whether it's on a field or it's by a lake. I like inland things. I will definitely go and check out Brandon, Mississippi. So with this hangman, I have 4 of wands again. I have Knight of Pentacles. And I have the Moon. I have somebody who's all up in their head. They definitely could be distorting reality a little bit through substances. I'll just leave it like that. This person distorts their reality, it feels like, through substances a little too much than what's healthy or what could be healthy. I'm not going to dig too much into whether or not, they do that through alcohol, they do that through drugs, they do that through some other type of method, but essentially I have somebody who is a passive observer. And they can only go and handle looking at reality through a very specific lens. Hangman clarified by a 4 of Wands, Knight of Pentacles, and the Moon. They see things in such a different light than what actually is. And this person doesn't lift a finger to do anything of value because they're already afraid of the fantasy being destroyed. If they make a move towards reality, they are afraid that reality will become something they can't ignore, something they can't imagine or dream away. Now, a field with a few horses. I'm also going to go and check out that area, Dylan, online after I finish this live. It sounds very picturesque. Dylan, I was reading that in Denver, Colorado, they, or the area right outside Denver, Colorado, they recently enforced a law which says that you can only have a certain number of pets. And if you have more than 4 pets, they're taking people's other pets away, and you have to register them. And you're getting a fine daily if you don't go and, first of all, register your pets. And if you have any, the animal control is coming in and taking them and killing the excess pets. Right outside Denver, Colorado, the city limits of Denver, Colorado, somewhere around there. It's absolutely crazy in Colorado. Can you imagine living in an area where they're telling you how many pets do they have? I don't know. I don't have many. I never really, with this channel, exactly went out for subscribers. But I've been around for a year. I've been around for a year. I did take a break over the summer. And I post a few different types of content. I'm a small channel. I could grow aggressively, but I'm not into growing with those sorts of numbers or those sorts of audience gathered that way. So 5 of Pentacles. Okay, I hear you, little one. My cat is going meow meow. Okay, Dylan, well, nice to go and see you. Nice to meet you. Thanks for telling me about Brandon, Mississippi. I might go and check it out sometime in the later part of the year or in the early part of the year. I know I will be down south in a little bit. Bye-bye. Have a good day. Okay, I hear you. So 5 of Pentacles. And until next time, Dylan Courtney. Bye-bye. Five of Pentacles. I have somebody who well, they're poor. They're poor. They know they're poor, but mainly they're poor because they don't want to put out the effort. They don't want to take chances. And plus, when everything is cold and miserable around them, well, it fits them. Somehow they feel, this card keeps on pulling up, when they feel that everything else is cold and miserable, they think they can actually appear decent, or they have a place. That's what that energy is. They have a place. They have a place that they can work in, a place where, well, to them, being in a cold and miserable place, a place of lack, a place, a low achievement, a place of isolation, that's actually where they feel the most stable, the most wanted. Cold, miserable energy is where they choose to remain. That's primarily when someone is negative. You can't go and deal with them, because everything they see is distorted through that lens of reality they create of negativity. They try and see how far can they get. How far are they afforded to get? Let's go and pull another message. Well, that block energy is there. I have amorous and apology. I have separate and I have sadist. I have earth. And in that earth is clarified by thoughtful. Someone who is up on your content, watching you through social media. This person either has plans for the summer, or they met you last summer, or they interacted with you over the previous summer. And we already know that you are separated. Someone is preparing for an apology. And with that apology, they're hoping to go and bridge the distance between you. They want to know what you're doing. Could very well be an earth sign. That earth sign is not thrilled with the people that they have around them. They're not exciting like you are. Could be also they're not hot like you are. And yet they want to know, what are you up to? What interesting things are in the works for you? If this person is not an earth, this person could have very strong earth in their chart. So we'll find out more about that amorous apology separate from an earth sign that I feel whatever is around them just isn't doing it for them. That person spends too much time thinking about their nether regions. And even if it's a fantasy, that person likes the idea of entertaining that fantasy with the fact that you are still accessible to them. You can at least be around them. This person does have some root chakra, sacral energy attachments around you. I feel like this person has overstepped their boundaries because of some common niceties, common politeness. You were just too nice, too polite, too reserved. Feels like too polite, too open, too understanding. Regardless if that was sympathy, empathy, or perhaps preoccupation, it doesn't matter in this energy. Doesn't matter. All right. That is one energetic stream that's there. I have somebody who is an earth sign. Well, so far, I had earth sign energy, I had water sign energy, who is coming up. I definitely feel like you're getting someone to reach out, and all that person is just bored. That person definitely has strong earth in their chart. And maybe that person isn't exactly preoccupied with the lower half of their anatomy, the lower half of their energy. But at least when they're thinking about you, that's all they can focus on. That's all they choose to focus on, all they want to focus on. And it feels like everybody around them, I don't know, as I said, either on your end towards them, you either were too polite to go and say something, or you were too preoccupied to say something. Something about it where it was, you know, you may have dismissed, but you didn't squash, you didn't crush, you didn't put this person in their place when they should have been. You didn't show reality as you could have, whether that was preoccupation or a delicacy of your own empathetic nature. I don't know. But they were allowed to fantasize. And now they're coming back for a little bit more of your energy. All right, let's go and get another message. I have somebody who's greedy. 7 of Swords with 8 of Wands. This person already has their hands full. but they don't like what they're dealing with. They want something a little bit more appetizing, a little bit something more appealing. Energies that are coming up here. Well, I have strong Capricorn. I have Aries. Actually, I read my Queen's cardinal signs too, so I have very strong Capricorn. Aries, Aquarius, and Sagittarius. I am curious about this interaction. Devil, Three of Pentacles, and Queen of Pentacles. There's something from you that they haven't got. They haven't even gotten to taste, but they've got an idea of what you can offer, whether that is something physical in nature, cardinal in nature. Well, it definitely feeds into that. But they've seen everything, or they have a good idea of what you can offer, and yet they haven't been able to experience anything of that. And lately, they haven't been able to go and even get your time. So this person is trying their best to create that window for them to, at the very least, spend time with you and soak in your energy. It's like in this energy, they want to be in the same room. They'd like to be close enough that they can, I don't know, it's a little creepy to say, but like smell you. Also, see how they can trigger you, how they can push your buttons, how they can have you act in ways that they have not seen you act before. I am actually going to put the tinctures on that because the energy that I'm getting right now, I don't feel like talking about it. Creepy. But we'll just go and get some more on who this person is. Who's this person in Eight of Wands energy? So Eight of Wands. I have Two of Pentacles. Again, I have Capricorn energy coming out. Chariot. So signs that may be relevant. Well, I have Sagittarius, I have Capricorn, I have Cancer, I have Virgo, I have Leo. Still have some Capricorn and Aquarius energy in there too. I have someone who definitely feels like a vampire feeding off your energy. Right now, you are closed off. They're trying their best to create a window for interaction. Very impatient energy. They feel like they have something to offer, but moreover, I have that message again. I didn't realize I was taking the other half of the cards. More so, they feel like there is so much to harvest from you, and they haven't even touched the surface. Nine of Pentacles. Nine of Pentacles. Ivy League week and new love. This is almost the energy of someone privileged. Almost the energy of someone privileged. Whether you're in a weak position or you're seen as anything but assertive. You know, the new love in this energy almost feels like not being in control of the direction you're going in. Someone wants to create that narrative, is trying to go and view you in that narrative. They can influence the direction that you're going in. That's what new love feels like primarily. The Chariot. I have Magic. I have Horse. I don't know what the years of the horse is. I would check that out. It could be relevant to someone born in the year of the horse or the year of the horse. Also, someone with the characteristics of a horse. Someone very strong-willed. Someone who believes in hierarchy. Someone who constantly is trying to go and keep their place as high up in, they like to go and be from a lofty position with horse. This person is also aware that you are in a period of transition. The wind of fate can blow in any direction for you, is blowing in several directions for you, and there's several directions that you could go, several opportunities, several paths, several doors that are open for you. For right now, trying to create a narrative, because that narrative puts them in contact with you as long as there is some sort of dependent energy. As long as there is some sort of dependent energy, that person is going to try and milk it. If they can go and create the dependent energy, find a way to create dependent energy, they will, to keep you stagnant. There is very much a shepherding, a guiding of energy, a guiding of one individual to another. They want to be able to anticipate what direction are you moving in, what direction are you going, and they want to judge how far will you go from them. Also, too, this person is someone, they always want to come out ahead. Besides earth, now we have air, particularly meeting or making an appearance. However, I already did say the signs and the energy that's around here in this read so far. I have someone who sincerely needs to be the best. This person doesn't like to go and see any sort of improvement, especially significant improvement right in front of their eyes. To have that would almost invalidate what they've been doing, how they've been doing it. Two of Pentacles in Hermit and Knight of Wands. That Hermit, I have somebody with a tall, thin body type. Also, this does reinforce air. Let me go and say with air in the energy of Two of Pentacles and Hermit, it's also too like your very dynamics can be changed from one to another. They could view you as poor, but just as quickly you can become wealthy. You are viewed as weak, but just as with an eye blink, in the span of an eye blink, you can gain power. There's this shifting and also to an ability to go and really adapt very quickly. Maybe as well in air, cheat, anger, and sincere. I have someone who's also angry because they're aware that you can go and fulfill a variety of roles seamlessly as it fits you, while they are more cumbersome. They're more awkward in how they move. They don't move with the finesse that they like to imagine themselves having. I think I'm going to pull a third card on that Two of Pentacles. But I have winter, cold, and bloodthirsty. Is this someone, well, they got an eye full or an ear full in the last season, in the season of winter. And now that things are warming up, well, they want more. I already had that energy before of separate, what was it? Separate apology and invitation, or it was separate apology and something else. I forgot what the other card was, what the other moon card was. But I have someone who's been coming out of hibernation, but with that hibernation, well, things aren't as close as before, and they got used to digesting something from you, some sort of energy, some sort of information. Still feel like there's somebody here who wants to push buttons. Also, someone desperate to prove their own superiority. Desperate to prove their own superiority. person doesn't want to walk on concrete. This person, or stone, this person wants to walk on flowers. Step on flowers. Step on the saplings of trees. They want to step on snails and have them go crunch, crunch. When is the full moon? I think the full moon is next week, isn't it? Overall, I still see lots of changes going on. Fiancé could just simply be a partnership, but however, we are in the year of the snake. Four of Swords with a full moon. Someone is very up in their emotionality. We do have timing cards, but I also feel like they're situational and or environmental cards with cold, winter, and full moon. Full moon here with Four of Swords. In the time that this person has not been engaging with you, perhaps in the last 4 weeks, perhaps in the last 4 months, perhaps since the last moon cycle. It's one of those three. This person has been thinking, and apparently they were filled with such a particular type of emotion, they can't let go of it. They have an investment, so they imagine, so they feel. This person, forget about the age. This person could be 90 years old, especially in Four of Swords and Hermit energy. You know what, too? It's funny. Another indication of age, and that this person could actually be quite old, is this Knight of Wands, accompanied also by winter and cold. The prime of the life has passed in this energy. And while they refuse to acknowledge it, they try and go and fight the passage of time. The passage of time is still here. Is also definitely the indication of age. Someone really, really ancient. And despite their actual age, their mentality is juvenile. Also, too, I feel like not only is their mentality juvenile, forget about how old they are. I feel like the range in which they operate and they move isn't that wide, right? Like they have a radius and they stay within it. They have gates that they stay in. This person has a routine that they stick to. But either way, I have somebody here in this energy with full moon and carrying someone who's all up in their emotionality. They haven't seen you for either a moon cycle, 4 months, 4 weeks. How actual they actually care or not, I don't know. They may not care in the right way. But they're going to come in and try and get some new information. Well, I have to go. have an errand to go and run. If anyone is interested in readings, let me know. See you soon. Hi, how are you? Would you like a reading? How are you? Ah, Goddess Channel. That's good. I'm good. Good. I'm good. I'm working on something. Turning me on. It's turning me on. I'm working on a piece, a bigger piece of this thing. So I feel good. How about you? Good. What you doing? Happy Sunday. Oh, that's good. That's good. I did that a lot during lockdown, waiting for my groceries to be delivered. Now I just want to keep buying groceries to make sure the prices stay the same. You know, with the tariffs and everything going in. I was just looking at my hot sauce, and seeing that it's like was made in Mexico. Well, I knew that, of course, but I was thinking, gee, it's a good thing I bought my hot sauce. I wonder if the hot sauce is going up, right? Isn't that crazy? I know. I know. You know what gets me is like the way everything is being minimized. Like, oh, it's no big deal. You're going to have this and we're going to have that. Well, excuse me, how long will that take? I mean, that's like, right, right. I mean, right. I know it is amazing. It's amazing. I mean, it really makes you put you into that whole. It's just amazing. I mean, and you know, it follows the whole. The thing is scary about the whole thing. It follows the whole pattern of all civilizations that are on the top. I mean, first they get like kinky, right? You know what I mean? They get like they stretch out too far, and then they start getting like super expensive trade wars, and then they go nuts. They're getting nuts because you can't have what you can't even have the basics anymore. It's really flippy times. But at the same time, it's very exciting because obviously this is a big change going on, a big cosmic change. Right. Hmm. It's so crazy. No, well, the readings go for a donation. I mean, if you personal readings are for, I use Cash App. And if you're not in the United States, I use Buy Me a Coffee, which, you just like connect with that. And that's basically what I'm doing. But I do a lot of collective readings too. If you can find like some things by by your sign and stuff like that, by your sun, moon, seventh house signs, stuff like that. Uh-huh. Let's see. Let's see. But no, but if you want to, but if you do want a personal reading, thank you, sweet. That's sweet. Mystic Moons is in the it's in the water cycle too. The water signs too. Mm-hmm. It's raining today. You're taking that whole April showers a little too far. It's been raining every single day. So, depending on, I could pull a number of cards depending on, your donation, but Mystic Moons needs donations. Oh, raining too. I know. A rainy I was going to say rainy summer, but a rainy spring. Hmm. Did you plant any flowers this spring? You're gonna make it. I was into having indoor gardens a lot. I had a lot of them, a lot of plants. Today I only have about 30 or so, but I used to have about 300 or 400. But I started downsizing. I always think the ideal home environment is just to have lots of plants, some stones, some and things like that. Like a living environment. My kitties in the background are going, "Oh, here comes one." Okay, okay. All right, all right, all right. Telling me, okay, Mayman, stop. Mayman, stop. Move away. That's Queen May. She's cute. She's got a little jacket on. She's got a little cape on. Keep her. And stop, darling. Come on. Move yourself. She's a Siamese. She's like 15 years old. She's so cute. Come on. Okay, come on. Get down. Okay, May, stop. May, I see you. She says, don't talk to that thing. Talk to me. Okay, May. Stop. Come on.
girl, don't do that. That's because the pussycat is here loving it. My cat is loving the phone. She's loving my camera. Stop it. Stop, 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 stop. Stop. See, here she is. There she is. See? See? She's feeling like romantic. All right, you guys. Do you see her? We see parts of her. Hello, Shameka. How are you? Look at this pussycat. She's feeling romantic. And the other, and there's she's the queen. See, she wants to be loving my entire. Okay, okay, okay. Stop, stop, stop. May May. I think she's asking to be fed. Pussycats. Well, I do have pussycats, as you can hear. I have actually this many, and I got oh, stop that, stop. Got the last two during lockdown because I found them on the river. They're little tiny kittens. Of course, now that was, they're going to be 5 years old. So, but this is the one I had before. I had two before. That's how I have these cats. Come on. Okay, stop. Oops, she's tearing my. Okay, May. Okay, I'm gonna have to remove this kitty. She's putting her vibrations. Okay, calm down. Oh. She put her vibrations there. She gave her blessings. All right, pussycats. Oops. All right. It's called Gigantic Cat. All right. Okay. She's feeling the love, the goodness. Yes, that was Queen May. She's a Siamese. She's a seal point. And I have 2 seal points and 2 mogies. And it's a handful, but when I found these, the 2 mogies on the river, they were like, they were so sick. And I took care of them. It took me months. And I treated them homeopathically. They had, blurry eye infections and all sorts of things and colds. And then by the time I finished taking care of them, stop. They were mine. So I thought, oh my God, 4 cats. Now, how do I handle this? But anyway, I love them all and they're beautiful. So that's how Mystic Moon's got all these cats. But so the whole thing is just how do I, and I travel with them too whenever I go traveling. I have like all sorts of things with them. All right, calm down. That's another one. That's cool. That's Chi. That's Chi. He's the one talking right now. So, how are you doing, Shamika? What's going on? How are you? What do you ache for? We all ache for? I'm aching for a lot of things myself. It's almost as though you can't even you can't give up what you want. That's right. I can't. I'm not ever going to give up what I want. Why? You would think somebody with 4 cats is kind of greedy, anyways, right? But if you want good wants, there's good greed, right? There's good greed. There's all types of greed. If you know you could do better, then of course that's what you want. You want it, right? I mean, you can't let other people define what you want, right? Of course. You know what you need and what you want. That's how I figure it. That's how it is. I think that's how it is. And you know, too, with the spirit energy coming, the spirit is like, I feel with all this earth chaos that we're going through, that the spirit energy is like filling certain people up faster than other people. What do you think? Spirit energy. With all the eclipses, with all the crazy people coming into, just going, lamenting this, and that, and all the leaders going nuts. And also, too, with the awakening, I think many people are seeing things clearly. I mean, the way that it has never been allowed or seen before. But they still have this system that, like, you're not supposed to, like, have anything, any original thought, anything. You're not supposed to think. But people are doing a lot of thinking, and our spiritual sides, our psychic sides are awakening. We are awakening humanity, and we've always been taught that humans are, weak, pathetic. We are weak, pathetic creatures, right? We jumped down from the trees, like from our monkeyhood, and then we started walking and things like that. Who's reading? And this was a reading that we did, and just about like, would someone come around to somebody else's feelings, and we got well, if it was handled with this, there was a guy that, like, this woman really likes, and she's known him for a long time, and there's a good possibility that she could get with him, as long as, but she had to realize there was a certain part of him that was very, more or less bloodthirsty. I mean, he would do anything to get ahead, and that's something that you have to make a commitment. Well, you have to understand, if you want to be together with somebody like that, that would be be more than straining. So she had to make that decision. That's what that reading was about. I'm going to go away for like 5 minutes. I have to go to the ladies' room. So wait up for me. I'll be back. I'm back. I'm back. You're in Louisiana. Ah, I'm in upstate New York in the mountains, but not as high up in the mountains as I was before. And I'm contemplating going to Florida for like a couple of months, just before hurricane season. See, April, May, yeah. Hurricane season doesn't officially start until June 1st. June 1st. So, how's Louisiana? Do you live near? This is like do you live near New Orleans? Well, let's see. Mm. Uh, so, are you looking for a new love, goddess? Hmm. Do you believe in magic? I do. I think magic, though, to me, magic is it's just the extra human, the human possibilities, the human powers, the human abilities that we cultivate. That I think that governments and society tries to knock it out of us. That's what I think. How about you? So, what do you guys want? What do you want, goddess? What do you really crave? What do you crave? What do you crave? Pussycats, what are you doing? You did something. What are you doing, you monkey? Are you being nasty? I think one of my kitties is doing something in the cubby, giving me more laundry. Well, if anyone wants a reading, just type away. I'm here, and I think my kitty cat just did something naughty. Did you just do something? Yes, you did, didn't you? Shame. I just painted my nails. So that smells. She just made a susu in here. My cat just made a susu in his kitty. More laundry. Kochi. I'm watching an old movie. I don't know what the title of it is. It's just on. And remember this old actor of the 30s or 40s? His name is Tyrone Power, something like that. Anyway, he looks exactly like that guy who shot that CEO of healthcare or United Care, Luigi. He looks exactly like Luigi. Exactly. In fact, his hairdo and everything. It's like, wow, what a doppelganger they call them. It's exactly. I mean, go check it out. It's remarkable the difference. I mean, not the difference, the difference in time because he's 70 years ago, and right now they look very similar. It could be relatives. Hmm. Stimulate everyone. Make everyone path easier. Spirit. Be quiet, Nana. Be quiet. That was telling my kitty cat to be quiet. Oh, incidentally, my 4 cats are all natural. So that's why they're a bit more, I guess. Stop. They're indoor cats, though, too. They don't go outside. Stop. 机器。What? Be quiet, little one. If anybody would like a reading, you should let me know. Here.
As I have often told her, my lord, you are a very fortunate girl, my dear, to have so thoughtful and generous a father. Do you think Pedro will be captured? I hope not. It would be dreadful. I'd die. If he were caught and he found my handkerchief. Oh, we must pray for him. Yes, let's go pray now. I promised 10 candles to San Cristobal if he escapes. Senor, you do not have to gather wood. I would do that.
You steal chickens, I'll get the wood.
Is she beautiful, senor?
She who?
The lady whose handkerchief you carry over your heart.
Very beautiful. A great and lovely lady whom I'm privileged to serve.
Who is she, senor?
A Lady Louisa de Carvajal.
Oh, yes, senor. She is beautiful. I've seen her in church. And once I saw her riding in a procession with her father. All eyes were on her. I said to myself then, she looks like a jewel in the sunlight. You are very fortunate, senor.
Yes. It's me. Well, I was afraid about it. I went right into San Nicolas. God forgive me. I got into trouble. Smells good.
Chicken's almost done.
You should have been with me, lad. I ran into an old friend of mine, Jorge Santera. He's master of the Boniface, which sails for the Indies tomorrow. And never mind about that. Did you find out when there's a ship for Italy? Your ship's for Julia, sailing in about a week. Well, this friend of mine, he was telling me that before he left Cuba, all the talk is of a vast armada that Governor Velasquez is setting out to take over a new land, a country full of gold. He told me that every politician in the place is hanging around the governor like a pack of dogs after me, scheming for command. But the talk was that Hernan Cortez would get him. Who's Hernan Cortez? A very courageous soldier. And a very popular general, especially with the ladies. Come on, man. This is the chance of a lifetime. Forget anything. Let's go to the Indies. They say every man that goes with Cortez will share in the profits and come back rich. Now it's impossible. My family is still out there in Italy. They'll be expecting me. I mustn't fail. Besides, what station has got hold of you? Isn't there anything else in life than gold? Perhaps. Well, there's a lot to be said for gold, too. Got you by the prison. Besides, you're wrong about the island. We talk of gold, but maybe we mean something else. Gold is just the excuse.
If you space for me on the bottom, senor,
For you,
why not? What is your plan? I'm taken here means death. Italy would be no better. Spending the rest of my days scratching fleas in some neighborhood's kitchen. I've got no kinsman to give me a look at.
look at my mother's kinsman instructions. One of my uncles is a cardinal. If you went there, they'd look after you.
Perhaps. But I'd be a sow's ear just the same. In the islands, it's different. Once it's a twitch one, not we guns. It's a new world.
So it is. Europe's an old road. This is a new change your mind. Do what can happen. You'll come home, your head high, on horseback, rich, famous, exonerated. All the things you hang for.
Isn't this the answer, senor, to everything you want? For yourself, for your family? For the lover's handkerchief you carry?
Hi, I just noticed someone sent me a donation. Goddess, was it you? Goddess. I was so busy with the pussycats. Sorry. But I'm here. I'm here. What is your question? Thank you very much. Sorry. Hello, hello, hello. Goddess, is that Goddess? What is your question, Goddess? Anyway, I'm here, Goddess. I'm here.
These two gentlemen are representatives of His Excellency the Governor of Cuba. They came from Santiago at the last moment to relieve me of my command. But I believe I've successfully convinced them that I am going to be the captain of this company, or there isn't going to be any captain. Hey, gentlemen. And who might you be? One of our ladies, eh? We've quite a few in the army already. Some married and some in hopes of it. You know, sometimes I think you women will end up with more gold out of this one way or the other than any of us. You wish to inscribe your name in the roll of the company, Liverpool?
Yes, sir. Thank you, Lord.
Thinking of praying, eh? Yes, Father. How did you know? When a young man sits staring in the east with a lady's handkerchief in his hands, what else should he be thinking of but his home and his sweetheart? Now, Kira, perhaps your dreams will come true. I'll get on with that before I want, Father. I'll be satisfied. Now, let me ask you a simple question. Why haven't you been to Mass? Because I killed a man. I killed a kid without hesitation. Go on. Did you think I would have renouncing God before I killed him? That's why I didn't do this. Who's there? Diego de Silva. Your supreme officer of the Medallion. Why did you kill him? He caused the death of my sister. The imprisonment of my parents, the loss of everything I loved. Now, Father, I place myself in your hands. No, my son. You've been in my hands for 2 days. Except for forcing the Silva to renounce God, you told me nothing I didn't know already. Only I wanted to hear it from your own lips. This is an order from the South of Hermandad. For your arrest. I am not in sympathy with the actions of the order of Santa Hermandad. However, had you not told me this yourself, I would not have done this. You have a penance to perform, my son. Pray for the soul of Diego de Silva. This is more of a penance than you think. God's love is a heavy burden. Are you prepared to carry it out? What is demanded of you is not easy. Do as you hope for salvation, accept the penance. Yes, Father. say to the ambassador that on behalf of His Majesty the Empress of Spain, the mightiest ruler on earth, I thank the Emperor Moctezuma.
Yes, Ito'y Blackfriday, Iskakla. Pizmot la Calperia, Chimotlazo, Kawakiri, Itakari, Moteposulatsin.
Kimona Batilia, otra sorte William. Ashueka Mokawa to igual de peo te no. Pompa toda ni Mokeksai. Iwan amo cual y no. Máquina dilia nenica Tlacaraki, Iwan como Betexino, Canino Mokistili.
The ambassador regrets to say that the Emperor's kingdom is many leagues to the west and dangerous to reach. He desires you to accept this gift and return at once to your own country.
The Grand Emperor Moctezuma sent nuggets of gold to us prospectors. Very pretty on that end.
Tranquilo.
And then asked us kindly not to visit the mine. Moctezuma has made a very wise request, Captain Cortez. I'll wire this to them. We came here to trade and have a look at the land. Not to start a war and try to conquer an empire. We came to settle and to colonize. There wasn't a word about settlement in the governor of Cuba's instructions to you. You think that 500 men in 11 ships sailed all of this distance with the idea of riding back and forth and trading? Or that the Grand Emperor Moctezuma has stripped himself for our benefit? That there isn't 1,000 fallen more where this came from? Ha ha! By my bearded gentlemen, these are but scraps and samples. Are we going to be content with trifles when we can help ourselves to the whole treasury? And mark you, he fears us, or he would have said nothing at all. I take no order from God of Alaska. I am the law here. This land holds out to us a glorious prize, but it must be done. Great things would never achieve without exertion. We have few in numbers, a strong resolution. Put your faith in me and in the Almighty, and we will go forward and carry to a glorious conclusion the work so auspiciously begun here this day. Like me, will you? You want to keep two? Good horse. I like his spirit. Reminds me of my father's horse, Campeador. And you ride him. Two more horses of blisters for me.
Come, senores. Get your suppers before the others get it.
Thank you, senor.
Shut up.
As a female player, just fits into this new world. Good thing on your mind, isn't she? Well, she's free. Look at me, the juice from the top. Dig down deep, give me some meat.
I will, senor. You do me a little favor.
I'll do anything if you're only generous with the meat. What do you want?
Senor, I'm in love.
Oh, bless my soul, then it's your fortune and the stars that you want.
No. I want the love of a certain gentleman.
Does he love you?
All he thinks about is a fine lady in Spain.
If it's Kendrick de Vargas that you're talking of, he's of noble birth and you're just a wench. Give him my meat.
If I could only make him love me 1/10 as much as I love him, I wouldn't ask for anything more.
What can I do about it?
You're wise. You have secret powers. If you could give me a charm, something that would make him care for me.
And the devil you take me for a witch selling lamp powders? Oh, my, you're just a wench and you mean no harm. Give me the meat.
Then it's a bargain. You will give me just one little charm.
Very well. But remember, these are secret messages. I have a ring. From Rome, given me by Senor Incubo himself. 10,000 spells. I repeat, 10,000 separate spells went into making it. I've kept a queen to find for town gold. For no less.
Could you give it to me for just a little while, senor?
I couldn't part with the courageous presence. Oh, have it your own way. Slowly, as the rose of delight, put it under your finger. But wait, release it under your thumb. In a minute, you'll feel the heat of it. Such is the power it holds. That is what I call magic.
It's wonderful, Senor. I can feel the heat already.
Good. I'd like to see the hands up there.
Please, Senor. If you let me keep it, I'll make it for you. I'll push for you. I'll say the choice has been to the pot.
Woman, you're a robber. I told you to bring his presents. Washing and mending, eh? All right, have it your way. A kind heart was always my undoing. Keep the ring, but God is precious. If you lose it, the second custody can go swiftly up back up. Woman,
Thank you, Taylor. Thank you. I will guard the ring. I'll guard it with my life.
Goddess, are you there? Goddess, are you here?
Takes two to do the telephone. Who's dancing against me?
at your service. You have to fight someone to dance while I'm around. I'm not going
It'll be not surprising. I haven't seen.
questions?
I didn't very much. It came to me tonight that I love you. It's like a fever.
Listen, you don't know what you're saying. You don't love me. It was the wind. The wind that came me. I wanted to make you love me. But now I know it's love. This kind of magic.
What sort of nonsense is this?
Oh, senor, I couldn't wait for you to come to me of your own accord. I had put a spell on you.
Will you marry me, Gita?
Senor,
Father Bacard is waiting. He will marry us tonight.
they're mad, senor. No woman don't want to come close. How could you return to Spain?
Sir, there's a village in that village just over the bridge. Yes, sir. Any signs of hostility? No, but there's another delegation of ambassadors from the Emperor Moctezuma. We'll take no chances. There's an attack on occupied in the background.
Oh, shut up. Who are these crazy cats? Oh, be quiet, be quiet, be
Tampaka y Koskakiawe.
Howdy, Wyatt. I'm quiet. Too quiet, if you ask me. Think about hurricane weather. Makes you feel like something was hanging over it. Listen. There it goes again. Got a pretty big tank of their eyes. There's still enough of us to handle it. I wonder. Why don't you get some rest, amigo? You've been in your boots a straight 30 hours. I want to have a look around first. Hasta la vista. Hasta la vista. Senor. Yes. Speak to me, Senor Pedro. Senor, I know you, but you do not know me. The what? Come on. Why didn't you speak to me? Senor Pedro Castigan, I hate Castigans. But he would hire friends go off. I think of that, Senor. I think of what you do for me in Spain. I think I speak to you now. Maybe I understand better why you come here. This is my country, Senor. These my people, my gods. We not come tell you to stop loving your gods. We not come make you slaves. Why you do this, Senor? Well, I'm afraid I have many answers for that. It isn't right for men to worship idols. There's only one true God. Maybe you're God and my God, same God. Maybe we just call him by different names. Perhaps. But we're not an issue with I give my life for you, Senor. But you hurt my people. I fight you. I can understand that. I suppose that if I were in your place, I'd do the same.
Be still. Got to get around the sea.
Captain, I remember Chickless.
I saw better people force.
They've been singing all morning. Why?
I feel like saying,
Why? What a picture. It's a good thing I'm not jealous. Said, don't have a brother Pedro is looking at the moment, and if she cuts me.
so we must get some rest.
Let's drown this when it stop. Don't know the stuff. Here's the wish for the new world. Fraternity. At number one examination of a supposedly honorable family in High-End, one would have thought them above suspicion. But the evil treachery of the father and son became clear enough later. Was, I believe, a girl of about 12, outwardly very fair and innocent looking, but so deeply had the detested roots of heresy been implanted even in this child that she refused to bear witness against her parents, and it was necessary to hoist her up the strappado where she was.
Murdered. I compliment you on a noble feat. The death of a 12-year-old child.
Who spoke of a feat, Captain? A stroke of policy, perhaps.
A stroke of inhuman fiendishness.
Careful, Senor. I'm His Majesty's emissary.
You take refuge behind that?
Refuge?
Yes, refuge. Or have you the stomach to meet me man to man? If not, then without picking words, I'll ask you, who's the coward here?
And the time and place of this meeting?
Here and now,
You, sir. You forget where you are? You dare draw your sword at my table?
sir, the family this man speaks of
It's my family.
the murdered girl was my sister.
I am not concerned with private feuds. I thought I made it clear we'll have no brawling. Are you a soldier, Captain de Vargas? If not, hand me your sword.
Sir, do you realize what this man represents? With him, the Santa Hermandad, with all its evils, has come to the new world. A kingdom within a kingdom. A despotism so strong, so powerful, that it paralyzes the human soul with terror. Already he speaks of the strappado of tortured children.
That will do, de Vargas. We have no need of oratory here.
It's not oratory, Captain Cortez. The man is a fiend without honor. An assassin of instance.
Okay.
Captain Cortez. May I remind you that this man is a criminal on the sentence of death in Spain. I crossed the ocean in behalf of His Majesty's affairs, not to die at the hands of a fugitive who so greatly benefited by my death. My life, valueless as it may be, is your responsibility.
1,000 pardons for this regrettable incident at my dinner table. However, I must make one thing clear. The charges you have made against the royal officer of my company carry no weight here. Those are matters for an ecclesiastical court and the testimony of witnesses, and we have neither the one nor the other. The spiritual interest of this enterprise. And as long as he vouches for Captain de Vargas, that is enough for me. I must ask you to accept those terms or return to the ghost.
I accept the terms. But will Pedro de Vargas abide by them?
My word. Doña Marina, will you entertain my guests? I have some matters of state to discuss with Senor Bassoon.
Yes, sir.
Captain de Vargas.
Yes.
If it is necessary to teach 20 rebels the lesson of discipline, that lesson will be taught. Carry that thought with you. Who is it?
Father, help me. Help me.
Diego de Silva has been murdered. It isn't dying that matters. I've faced death many times. But it's leaving you. What's going to become of you, Mother?
I should die.
even all it was pee in the city. I could clean it. This was really, it was a zoo. It just quieted down like the last like 8 minutes. And I'm like sitting here blissfully. I mean, also bad, except with Vicky Chen. She was the only one who wasn't insanely loud. Shut up. And like was like, you gotta pay all TSS all back. And I'm like, what? You gotta pay TSS all back. So, yeah. I don't know. Some guy in the bus will pull what I know. You guys take it down. I don't care if you pay it back. For what? This? I guess so.
Send your page to
When?
my people to sue.
When you start making
Send
money.
your page to my friend. I know who killed you.
There's a long time.
I tell you, send your people down. Speak. It is your duty to save your own now. I killed you.
Oh, be quiet. Still no difference from when I said when you pay a hotel or whatever. Anyway, I didn't get any truth. You didn't tell me what's that. I like your music. Yeah. Yes. Shut up. I'm just saying. Anyway, I got $1.75 in refunds. Did I take back what we have? Anyway, we'll see. Well, I may ask you to send me a text like me and these husbands. I know, something, I just thought, what, let's do it for longer. Maybe I got one too, we could use the container for. Stop it. You got him in the bottom one? You got him in the bottom one? You can't have him in the bottom one. I know, well, it's too crazy. I'll do all those nuts at the same time. All crazy. I'm making like lots of noises. Well, that's why I put him in the small one. The small one, they don't
Must have paid dollars.
but they put through the
It is wrong even to contemplate the taking of a life. Your own as well as another's. God is the giver of
somebody
life.
even like, I'll give you $2 to sit crazy here. Maybe you didn't know that, so it's gonna be But anyway.
But our Lord has a compassionate heart.
Anyway, hello.
May you walk in the light of that knowledge all the days of your life. shall meet His Majesty face to face.
So,
Ambassador Suspensor Cookie. This gentleman is definitely
another
a
reading.
Yes, gentlemen, here in March.
Let's go and see.
I charge you put this creature gold out of your heart.
So, all right. Let's get another reading. Four of Swords. That Four of Swords is hopeful. That Four of Swords is gathering the strength to make a big change, is waiting for the chance to go and jump on a big change, but nothing adequate has approached yet. Not yet is the energy that I'm getting. In fact, rather than clarifying anything, I'm just going to take
This venture is concluded, gentlemen. We will taste the joys of victory or the bitterness of defeat. Many will die in the days that
for right now, nothing adequate is in the works.
one day return to their homeland.
Could be, but not yet. By the way, Chanel, if you're there, let me know, and I'll pull your card for you. I didn't notice that you were here.
marry the prince.
Chanel, if that's you, let me know.
Your lordship will find me.
And I'll give you your reading. I got your donation. I'm sorry I overlooked it.
That's no question. It's on my cousin, actually. Yes,
If anyone has any questions, let me know. Also, to
I'll show you something that'll just
to be taken by
Chanel, if you're there, let me know. If anyone would like a reading, let me know. And Chanel, if you're there, let me know. Hello, Sulfur. Nice to see you.
Yes, spy. I'm not loyal.
Hello.
To learn from him the secret of how it works. I am already.
Nice to see you again.
Please help me to learn more.
How are you doing today? What are you up to on the Sunday? Are you doing well? I just finished. Still a little hungry, but I finished lunch.
Yes, thank you.